Hey guys, this is Night Bites, the nightly podcast that's taking over the internet as we speak. Tons and tons of losers in their basement downloading it at rapid fire speeds. The porn industry has been destroyed. This is Dennis. That's AJ. You're supposed to say hi, AJ. Oh, wait! Is it a sneak attack by the Functioning Drunks podcast? Nope, it's too early. You're one night early, buddy, and you got a drinking problem at that.
Right. I tried to go down to drinking only. Did I mention this? I know I've told you, but
I think you may have mentioned it.
Yeah, my whole drinking once or twice a week has turned into just me not drinking once or twice a week.
And just drinking constantly.
Yeah, well, it's better than constant. No, I feel like having a beer tonight. So
hey, you know what? You're a grown man. You work 40 hours plus a week. You pay your bills. You say thank you and you're welcome. Good day and good night, ma'am and sir. So goddamn it, if you can't have a beer tonight, who the fuck can?
Right.
Anyways, so we got a few topics lined up for you fuckers tonight.
We don't. Google did it for us. I think.
Google is our show prepper. Breaking news: Trumpy in Dongjiang gonna meet sometime before May.
Who's Dongjiang?
Kim Jong-un. I call him Dongjiang.
Okay.
They're going to talk about denuclearization. I have a sneaky suspicion, and this is just my theory. This is not any political beliefs on AJ's part. This is just my theory. Donald Trump has created a treasonous world in the United States. He's skipping town, and Dongjiang is going to let him live in North Korea as a what do they call that?
Guess?
A saboteur of the American spirit.
See, I don't know if I... See, I read a while back he was supposed to go meet with the Mexican president, too, and then they still got into the thing about the wall and said they don't want to mention it or whatever, and so he just decided not to go. So I'd be surprised if he does go over there and meet with them.
I did hear that, too. I heard that Trumpy decided he wasn't going to go to Mexico because they don't have a McDonald's.
Yeah, something like that, too.
Now, I watched a video the other day of two people eating Donald Trump's diet for a day, and what really struck me as curious and a little bit frightened is we basically had the same diet. So for
you're like, it's good.
So for breakfast, he has either maybe not breakfast, maybe it was lunch. For lunch, he has either 2 double quarter pounders, no bread, or a whole pizza, toppings only,
really?
And 6 Diet Cokes.
So he's what you call it, diet?
He's a carb-free. He's an Atkins. He's an
Atkins
dude.
Guy, huh?
Yeah. So that struck me as curious and frightening all at the same time.
Yeah.
Is this hair real?
Yeah. It's too thin to be fake.
And do you think that when Trumpy gets there, do you think him and Kim Jong-un will have some sake, get fucked up, and find themselves in a 3-way with some masseuse?
Possibly. I don't know if they drink sake, though.
Oh, sake. What is sake? Is sake the wrong drink?
That's Japan.
Oh, I get them mixed up.
Way different, but yeah, you can see how you would. Yeah, so he's going to go talking about nuclear. He's just all about taking weapons away from people lately, huh?
Yeah, he's going to take them away, but he's not going to give them away. Apparently, I want all the weapons. That's my Donald Trump impersonation.
It's really good.
I have some other ones. I have Ronald Reagan. I'm dead now.
That's good too.
Thanks, nailed it. Nailed it. Hold on.
Can we talk about Amelia Earhart?
Yes, please do.
Okay. So apparently, I read that they are 99% sure they found Amelia Earhart's bones. She's been missing since her flight over the, which must have been the Pacific, in 1940s.
1940s.
And they discovered them on the Pacific island of Nuki Maruru, or something like that.
You made that up.
Nope, it's Niku Maruru. Yep, Niku Maruru. Maruru.
Are you fascinated with the story of Amelia Earhart?
Yeah, I mean, there's so many unknowns out there. I think they're all pretty cool. Now, okay, just to get deep on it for a minute, because that's what I do. You piss off people, and I get deep on shit. I think it's a little weird that a lot of the things we go to see is something that a person has done. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's not like, hey, there is the natural wonders too, and
Sure.
they have their own place. But then it's like, oh man, look at that city, right? You drive through a city, you're like, look at that building, look at that building, look at this thing, and look at that thing, and it totally fucking destroys the whole landscape, really, in the scheme of things. And it's all for us, and we're very much in tune with talking about how great we are. Now, I'm super interested by a lot of historical things, mainly ships and some of the like older ruins and things like that. Not so much like, yeah, I'd like to see a big skyscraper too, but
right.
I'm just saying, like, I guess it's just funny that we put all this time and effort into finding something that somebody did a long time ago,
Right.
and it has significance, but it also kind of doesn't, because we already know what happened and how they did it.
Yeah.
So,
how does
like,
finding her now change anything, really?
It's nice that we know now.
It's a great way to. Yeah, it's awesome that they solved the mystery, but how much money was wasted on this?
Right. Yeah. So like shipwrecks, I think they're really cool, but we know there were ships. There's no doubt about it. There's still some of the ships are still around.
Right.
But why is it cool to go spend a bunch of money to go see a thing that's pretty much broken on doing the opposite of what it should be doing right now?
Right.
You know, it's like it's so I don't know. I just kind of I think about that. Go see a thing cool, that's but pretty much broken on doing the opposite of what it should be. Are you interested in
the story of the Titanic?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, all of them have their...
Yeah.
The ones that where there's no survivors, so nobody really knows the whole story. Yeah, that's kind of... But that's kind of what makes it interesting, right? If we knew, you'd be like, oh, yeah, there's that one.
So with this being possibly solved now, what do you think is the most unique or coolest unsolved mystery now?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Maybe we'll talk about that. Maybe we'll talk about that on the Functioning Drunks podcast this weekend.
So look up. Let me write a note. Look up a cool unsolved mystery.
Yeah. While you're writing that down, I want to throw this at you. Our friend I always fuck his name up. BumWineBob. He's doing a tournament for it's called the 2018 Battle of the Booze. All right, and he's pitted beers against each other to see which beer is the booziest of the booze of the cheap beers. And I'm going to run them down. I'm going to run down each match, and you're going to vote.
Oh, okay. Now?
Okay. All right. Number 1, PBR versus Red Dog.
PBR.
Yeah, that was a no-brainer.
Where do you even get Red Dog at anymore?
You can get it in most of the liquor stores. You can't get it in like major stores anymore, though. This is an interesting matchup: Keystone Ice versus Rolling Rock. I always thought Rolling Rock was kind of a premium beer.
Yeah, but it is still a hipster beer.
It's nasty.
I thought it was great.
Did you like it?
I would pick Rolling Rock, but I don't feel like that's a fair matchup.
Okay.
An ice beer against a India Pale Ale. So I guess with that one, I'm going to pick PBR again.
No. Now it's Keystone Ice versus Rolling Rock.
Yeah, PBR.
It's Keystone Ice versus Rolling Rock.
You're not listening to what I'm saying.
All right, I'm just going to hit Keystone Ice then. I don't
No,
know if you
Rolling Rock.
Okay.
If I have to pick one. But or maybe just skip that round and have a shot of whiskey.
Genesee Cream Ale versus National Bohemian. I've never heard of either one, but Genesee Cream Ale sounds like it might be from Michigan, so...
Okay.
So we picked the hometown favorite?
What was the other one?
National Bohemian.
Bohemians had Rhapsody, which is kind of cool.
That's true. Rhapsody is a program on the computer that you can listen to downloaded MP3 files.
That's also good.
And we're an MP3 file.
Yeah. So it's 50-50.
I guess National Bohemian.
With our limited knowledge and how we broke that down.
All right. Next up is Milwaukee's Best Ice versus Schmidt's. I've had Milwaukee's Best Ice. It's harsh.
Schmidt's sounds equally harsh.
Never had the Schmidt's.
I've had
the Schmidt's, but not the Schmidt's.
It's not Schlitz?
Nope, it's Schmidt's.
I mean, I guess we have to pick the Milwaukee's Best, unfortunately, because that's the only one we really know.
All right, Ham's Premium versus Natural Ice. We already know who I'm going to pick, but...
Yeah, and I would probably pick that too. Ham's is okay, but it's
But you see what he's done here? Good. He's pitted me versus Tom.
Yeah.
And I don't even think he knows that.
Is Ham's Premium actually a different beer than the regular Ham's?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know much about Ham's.
Yeah, Ham's is a little it's a little bit cheaper than PBR, and it's a little bit rougher for me to drink. So I'm going to pick Natty Ice because I'm going to be drinking some shitty beer. I want to get fucked up.
Bud Ice vs. Schaefer's.
Bud Ice, probably.
I used to love me some Bud Ice.
I like Bud Dry even better, but
is that really a thing?
Remember Bud Dry? It had the sideways label.
No, I don't remember that at all. Molson Triple X versus Coors Banquet. All Coors products is shit.
Yeah, and I retract my statement about Bud too. I'd take the other one because I hate Anheuser stuff, but okay. I would go with Molson. I like Molson. I can deal it. You think they're skunky, but that's the way. That's their.
Well, not all the time. Sometimes they're not skunky.
I've never had one that doesn't taste skunky.
Because we live in a shitty town. Miller High Life versus Old Milwaukee. That's the drink of my mother, or not my mother, my grandmother.
Miller High Life for sure. That's actually a really good beer.
Yeah, it's the champagne of beers. All right. So that was the first round. And I don't know when he's announcing the winners of the first round, but we'll pony up on his gig and talk about it next time he's updated it. Because, we don't create our own content. We just steal other people's content.
Right. Between Google and BumWineBob.
Everybody else's podcasts are funnier than ours anyway, so.
That's true.
Anything else on your mind, AJ?
No, I'm thinking about hanging myself.
Don't do that. Not yet. Let me die of natural causes first.
No, you're going to feel it. I want you to weep at my funeral.
I won't even attend your funeral because that's in public. If you put your webcam in the audience, I'll cry on webcam. You'll hear Skype. You got mail.
Your goddamn phone going off. You'll be like, oh my God, is that fucking asshole's phone on?
He's texting and crying. You can't even see his screen.
Yeah.
All right. We don't know when we're going to do the Function Drunks podcast this weekend. It's all up to AJ. He's the director of operations this weekend. So I'm allowing him to decide.
Yeah. So there probably won't be, let's just say there's not going to be a night bite tomorrow.
Okay.
Because I'm leaning towards tomorrow.
Sounds good. Friday night.
But I will let you know. And yeah, it doesn't matter for any of these people because they don't get to hear it till Wednesday unless they're a Patreon. If you'd like to hear our podcast early and special content, then become a Patreon. And if you want to hear some funny shit, That's where it is.
That's where it's at.
We hold back for you guys.
Oh yeah, this is. You think we're funny? This is just the cutting room, the cutting room floor stuff.
Floor, yeah. Plus, we have a girl.
Yeah, we do.
We do? No, I figured I'd try.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
if
that
you
girl
want to
with
hear
the
a
sexy
girl
voice.
talk with us too?
Yeah, that girl with that sexy ass voice.
Got to be a Patreon to get that.
Shanae. Hey, Shanae, come join the show for a second. Yeah. What you want, sugar? You know I only work for the Patreons. I'm talking to you, Jen. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. She's a married woman. All right. Well, I have the worst impersonations and characters. AJ really wishes that I would probably die so he wouldn't have to quit the show. And
I don't know how to break it to you.
After I've invested all that money into the studio that we're not using yet.
Yeah.
All right.
Good. All right.
We'll talk to you tomorrow, sir. Oh no, I didn't line up the music. The outro.
Well, let's drag it out a little bit longer.
The outro, I didn't. Come on, computer, run faster. Open up Winamp so I can play the outro.
Here, maybe I can do this for the outro.
If you like comedy, love beer, and deserve a hero like Bukowski, then the Functioning Drunks podcast is for you. We dive headfirst into the news of the day, sprinkled in with stories from our life. Oh, and we're usually drinking a shit ton of booze while doing it. So if you're tired of the same old kind of podcast, if you're looking for something a little more edgy, a little more profound or profane, then tune in every week via iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, TuneIn, or whatever program you use. We'll be there, drunk as